everyone, we are here at the 5G Techritory conference sitting down with Enrico Salvatori, the Vice President of Qualcomm EMEA, if I got that right.
Correct.
It's a pleasure to be sitting down with you. My question for you would be, what are we seeing? Why here at this conference, we're talking about 5G technology, why is it so necessary in society these days?
Well, we are here talking about 5G first of all because 5G is here, it's happening. So 5G is going through the trialing phase 2018, and then we will move in a commercial phase in 2019. We Qualcomm are very active in this program, covering the device side. So we are making available the platform, hardware and software, the chipset, to support the device in 5G. So the smartphone, devices that will come for a different segment in automotive, or is another segment we will cover today. So that's why 5G is so critical, because in terms of a phase, it's really close to the pre-commercial phase.
Right, so we're about to step into the commercial phase, and then that's really where Qualcomm comes into play with distributing the devices.
Yeah, that is the deliverable from us to the customer in order to develop and design the phone. But actually, Qualcomm contribution is coming from many years in 5G. So we are participating in the standardization group, 3GPP. We've been part of the so-called acceleration of the specs that have been available by end December 2017, enabling us industry players to go and developing the products in 5G platforms. So now working together with the infrastructure vendors to do testing, interoperability activities, working with the operators to make sure that the trial on the field and deployment is happening, and working with our customers, so to make sure that the device 5G will be available, and we see customer ready to deliver 5G devices in the European market by first half 2019. So we are really close to the commercial launch of devices.
Great, so we're close to the launch. Which, in your opinion, will be the first industries to see deployment?
Well, definitely we will see a classic transition of what we call the eMBB, so the mobile broadband, the smartphone, moving to 5G. But there is 5G is quite embracing multiple industry segments. So we are automotive. Today we will cover a lot of that. Automotive entering the 5G, so that we will have more and more cars connected with 5G. 5G will introduce the low latency, reliability, high capacity, so all feature set and architecture that will allow new business model and new industry players to embrace the wireless segment.
You mentioned automotive.
Yeah.
How soon is it until we see 5G implemented in the smart mobility area?
Well, we would like to see as soon as possible, obviously. We are making available the platform already by 2018, when is a derivative of the platform we developed for smartphones. So for us is an additional step, but close to what we do. Now, the time of making the car, we should ask the car industry players, but we are collaborating with many of them. Yeah. And we see that this is coming also in automotive soon.
What are any obstacles that you're seeing right now that still have to be overcome?
No really obstacle. There is a lot of work to be done, but we are marching on track with the plan. So we need to have the support of regulators in making the spectrum auction available, and Europe is very much leading on that. We have auction already done in several countries. We are other countries going to do by late 2018, beginning of 2019. We need to have the operators to deploy the network, working with the infrastructure vendors, so making sure that the coverage and the infrastructure is ready. And then there is the arrival of the smartphone, the devices, to complete the chain. So no real obstacle, a lot of work to be done, but we're marching all together.
Great, so lots of work to be done. What kind of potential do you see here in the Baltics so far?
Well, a lot. I mean, the 5G is an evolution of the digital society. We do already a lot with 4G. We can achieve the 1 gigabit society with the 4G. The Baltic states are on that, leading. Internet is very well distributed, is top comparing the other European countries. So this is the 5G will allow evolution of a path already ongoing. So I think definitely will be in the leading seats.
All right, so we're seeing that the Baltics will be leaders in 5G deployments, is what I'm getting from what you're saying.
Well, absolutely. I think that operators are interested in doing this deployment, and this will come naturally.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us today at the 5G Techritory events. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.